Getting ready to make some soup. I got a lot of chicken. Sliding the lid off. That is one thing I do sometimes to make it fit in between the shelves. I don't want to kind of, repackage it. I'll just flip the lid over. See, the handle doesn't fit down in, but if you flip it over, it still lays on the pan and makes it all good. I don't know if you can see that or not. Actually, I just may pop back around here and see what you're seeing. Oh, I can't see. Okay, yeah, that's it. It's too far above my head and pointed down. Anyway, we have the leftover chicken. I may take out a little bit of that chicken. That's a lot. Already peeled me some potatoes and cleaned an onion. Got 3 stalks of celery here. I'm going to see how that adds up. If I can get away with using 2, well, excuse me. Chop it off a little further down. Darn it, I didn't get me a thing to put the ends on. I like fresh ends when I'm working, so I chop it off. This is already washed. But I like a lot of celery in it, but I have got, I'm going to cut that all the way down. That looked awkward. I've got, what have I got? What am I saying? Celery. I have not enough in the fridge to make something else. And I thought, if I, hello. Darn it. But if I have it with 2 stalks for this, I would go ahead and save the 3rd one, put it back in the drawer, in the fridge drawer. Okay, my wrist still hurts from whatever I was working on the other day. Dang. Ah. Well. I forgot my candle and don't know where I put them. And that's a bad thing. There we go. I thought I stuck one in there. Oh, and an onion part is in there as well. How special. I keep these little Vienna sausage cans, peel the label off, and take them, see, it doesn't matter, they're going in the trash anyway. So I take them outside sometimes and just kind of, stagger them through the garden and put a little tea light in them. I had them to do this, but then I thought, you know what, it is so cold outside, and, you do pay for these things. Why put them outside and let your candle burn down and, you not even see it. And look how thin they are. They used to be twice that thick. It's like with everything, the amount is going down and the price is doubling and tripling. And they can't even let us have the same amount that we had before. There we go. We're keeping the home fires burning. Where are you at? See, my cutesy little candle. And there's snow, but I don't see any Christmas wreaths or anything on it. Okay, always dip it in water. And dispose of it properly. Indeed. I'm going to scoot this out of my way. There's my little hodgepodge part. Do I want that much chicken in? I really don't. Okay. we'll save that. So I usually, make a big pot, and I only put in 4. Whatever that is, I don't like to waste all that much, but whatever it is, it wouldn't scrub off. They really do. Okay, this has been a long, boring video already. I really like to see the whole pieces of celery. And I attempt to have them a uniform size, but you know what? If they're a sliver or a fat chunk, it's all gonna cook the same way. So like people. Okay. And do exactly like. Okay. Put these in there. So we've already got the chicken and the broth that it was cooked in. I already peeled these carrots and washed them. See, it would be a longer and more boring video. I know it's hard to imagine worse than this, but yeah. Okay, get off my knife. A little smidge in there that I was not enjoying. Okay, I think that's all the funky ends. So I'm going to get them off my lid and throw them away. And one day I've got to get on to making vegetable stock, because that would be a lovely thing to add. Even just, canning vegetable soup. Well, not canning or whatever. Canning or just making to eat. It would be lovely to add in place of just, adding water. So I'm fine with the water, but wow, this looks icky. It's all smeary and gross. Oh well, we got it wiped off. And that will help with that, maybe. Or maybe we should just start again. Nah. Okay. Here we go. Sometimes the way it peels, it'll give you a flat spot, but safety first, fingers back, knife needs sharpened. Put it down on the flat side for sure. Okay. Got a little smidge there. And I know it's been washed and it's been, mostly peeled. So that wouldn't have hurt anything, I know. I did cut these a little thinner because, I didn't cut it in half this way, which sometimes I do. But I like to see the bigger pieces of carrot in this. But I don't want a huge, thick bite of carrot. Wow. These are going thicker. This puts my wrist at an awkward angle. Put them in. That still is going funky, so I didn't want to see the little dot there. No, 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 no. Dang. You know what? I'm not enjoying that chop, so I'm going to do the other one and get it over with. And missed a little smidge there too. See, this way just seems creepier to me. Maybe easier, maybe not. See these, some of these, they're bigger chunks than I wanted to be. Okay, I'm not going to chop them smaller because they'll be taking all day. I have King of Queens on so I can watch it while I'm doing this, but I have to turn the sound off because they delete it if something's playing in the background. And it's funny, I mean, how it's infringing on something's rights, I don't know, because who wants to have part of a show recorded with some lady talking through it? I mean, I don't get that at all. And, you know, with my 3 whole views, you know, I don't know who they think's looking even. You know, I mean, it's mostly me that watches me anyway. Well, there went one to the floor. Oh, that looks like a lot of carrots. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've got to tighten up these handles. You know what? Tefal. I got some at Big Lots. I thought, okay, well, it should be good because Tefal's a good name. And, you know, they were priced high enough even. But they're hideous. They're thinner. I have another Tefal pan there from my friend's mom's, and it is amazing. But, you know, they are not like they used to be. This is thin and lightweight, and you have to tighten up the handles almost every time you use them. I got them 2 years ago, and I've been ready for new pans at least 1.5 years. I was amazed at how quickly they deteriorated, and I've never had, you know, like occasionally, sometimes for the church, my dad used to pastor. He pastored until he passed away. But sometimes, you know, for the church with different people cooking and just frying things like crazy in the kitchen, we would get cheapy pans because, I mean, you know, they killed the good pans and the bad pans, and it was just simpler to get some cheapy ones. So, you know, we found a set of pans, like the soup-sized kettle and the 2 smaller saucepans for $10 at Family Dollar. And frankly, they worked as good as these, no doubt about it. Like I said, I think these were $90. And they had, you know, like a more expensive set at Walmart. But, you know, when you have a name on something, you expect the quality that's associated with that name. They didn't say, hey, these aren't as good, these are crappy pans we put out. I mean, you know, I could have got 9 sets of the other ones, the cheapy ones. But I won't buy Tefal again. Or Tefal, whatever it is. I think it's Tefal. Anyway, whatever it is, it's T-Flunk. T-Failure. Like I said, this is the year of the failure. Really need to sharpen my knife. Goodness mercy, I ain't doing that last one. There ain't enough left to hold and shimmy past. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to grab a garlic clove out of the fridge. Forgot that. Okay, put it on this big butt and chop off the rounded part. I'm going to just chop it first. There's a little hunk on my knife. Yep, don't want to lose it on my lap. It's no wonder these things make me cry too. My knife's really dull. That last one was kind of squished apart. You know, if memory serves, I have put a little bit of cabbage in this soup before. This is my chicken noodle soup stew. I took some to my sister years ago. She's like, oh my gosh, that is so good. But it was like stew. I mean, there's just like everything in there. It's so yummy good. That's good when your food is yummy good. You take it to someone and they're all happy with it. Not when I have rinse. It's not washed, but it's rinsed. Do my chopping on this side and keep my oranges pretty. Now, I'm thinking, looking at the taters and carrots, that I may just want that third stalk of celery in there. But we've got potatoes and carrots and onion and celery and the chicken. Oh, I buried the chicken. Guess I'm not taking any out. And the broth that the chicken cooked in. And now for this, I will add a little bit of water, but I will just big chunks of chicken. And this, you know, I mean, this was cooked breast, cut into chunks. But I mean, it will shred during cooking. See, that's a big chunk. But it will shred during cooking. Oh my goodness, my God made these things. So amazing. I will add a can of chicken broth. Because I don't want to add, you know, all water. When I cook like a regular whole chicken, that's good. With the boneless, skinless breast. No, it doesn't make that much. Doesn't make that much water. I'm going to give you, hey, some dead air time, but really, it's as thrilling as me talking. And grab a can of chicken broth. We'll dump that in. And, you know, really, you know, it doesn't absolutely have to be chicken. I have some turkey broth canned, but this can of chicken broth is, you know, was a lot handier to reach in and grab it. I tell you, being organized is just a priceless thing. I didn't mean to bang that too. My son's sleeping on the other side of the wall. It is after midnight. "54 years ago, at this moment, my mama was at the hospital, probably thinking, oh my goodness, is this kid ever popping out?" Excuse me. I had to grab a tissue there. The onion got to me. Oh my gosh, that does look good. It does look good indeed. I may end up adding another can of chicken broth. Wow. Add some distilled water. Woohoo! Whoa, a drop. I was gonna say, not even a drop. Lovely. You know what? Wow, if we don't have more distilled water, that's just not dandy. Anyway, I will put this on to cook, and maybe let it simmer a while. At least not everybody's awake anyway. But I'm gonna, let this cook, and there will be like a little bit more boil out of the chicken. But right before we eat it, then we're gonna just drop a few handfuls of egg noodles in there, and that'll be my noodle part. My chicken noodle soup stew. I will add pepper for sure and for certain, because what's anything without pepper? I don't put it on strawberry cheesecake or something, but wow. And this, I'm not going to add salt. There we go. We got it peppered. Pepper is a lovely thing, and frankly, I just still think it's extremely underrated and undervalued. You know what? I don't normally put basil in it, but I'm thinking, since I have little baby basils right here just going crazy, and have so much, darn, I dropped one. I was going to sprinkle some parsley in. Oh my heavens, my God made this for sure. Oh, the smell, just when you touch it and bump the plant. Wow, 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 wow. Give it a little rinse. Friends, yes, now I'm going to give this just a slight little chop, and it gets the honor of being on the good side. I don't have a lot, and they're not real big, but I like to see some green floating around in there. I've never added basil before. So, dang, sure is pretty. Well, yeah, I guess I have my celery, but this just looks good. Ordinarily, I add, get off my knife. I add a empty shake of dried parsley, or fresh parsley, if I have it. Okay. Anyway, that looks pretty. What did I do with my spoon? Well, it is a spoon. Wow, looks like that's going to stain it. Anyway, I'm going to put this on to simmer, and the only thing I'm going to do then is add. I probably will add another can of broth, especially since I can't find any water around here. But you could add some turkey broth. Not a lot, because turkey broth is strong. If you like that taste, go for it. You could put a can of beef in here. It doesn't matter. You can put vegetable stock in here. Does not matter. And if you like it kind of, less, I don't want to say flavory, but whatever. If you like kind of more of a bland thing, where, your belly says, hey, you're having it whether you like it or not, you can just, add more water in place of more broth. Anyway, that's my chicken soup stew. Looks good and hearty. And that will be dinner for later today. Oh, it's 12/21/1221 at 1:37. I will have 54 years done. Probably 54 cans of Pepsi drank this week. Not quite, but getting there. Anyway, we're gonna say ciao for now. Make you some soup. Make you some good soup. Keep the home fires burning. They're there somewhere. There's some home fires. There we go. Yeah, I'm weird, but like I said, it's only me that watches these things anyway, so who cares? Anyway, that's my chicken soup stew. And normally it's a lot bigger pot, but that's what we're going to do for now. Ciao for now. Make something good and hearty. Keep the home fires burning. And praise God from whom all blessings flow.